Okay, tough loss, obviously. Came up a play short there at the end. Proud of our guys. I think what you saw in this game is pretty much what you've seen all year, from a heart, effort, and fight standpoint. Just didn't play well enough to, close it out. What questions you have?
John, what do you kind of say to your team after, a game ends like that?
Yeah, I had a conversation with them. I'll just kind of keep it to us, but it was a good conversation, and we've been together all season. We've been through a lot, and it reflected that.
John, what did you say to Tyler Luke after the game?
What's that?
What did you say to Tyler?
I don't remember what I said. I had him. I talked to him and walked with him in the last little bit, and just had a conversation with him between him and me.
What did you see from the kick?
What's that?
What did you see?
I didn't see anything. I couldn't tell you right now until I saw it there.
John, can you talk about the decision to center the ball as opposed to maybe being more aggressive and trying to make it an easier kick for Luke?
It was a close kick. You want to center the ball. We wanted to make sure we got the kick. You didn't want something bad to happen on the run. I don't think that was a bad decision.
John, I mean, obviously the second half effort from the offense to get in that position and Lamar specifically. What did you see out of Lamar today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was amazing. I mean, I thought the plays that were made were incredible. The sad thing is they'll get overshadowed now a little bit. But Lamar made some phenomenal plays, and Isaiah Likely making that phenomenal catch, other guys making great catches. I thought there was a lot of just amazing plays made in the fourth quarter there that should have led to the win.
John, the touchdown by Aaron Rodgers there, then ahead for good. Is that just a coverage bust?
It looked like he slipped, I think, didn't he? That's what I saw. I didn't really see it.
John, how difficult was it to overcome for Kyle Hamilton's absence?
I don't know how to measure that, but it was definitely not a good thing. It didn't help us, that Kyle wasn't out there.
Just how frustrating has the season been to have, there's been a handful of games you guys have kind of had in your grasp one way or another, and had this one.
It's disappointing. It's disappointing. I think our guys fought. We were that close to winning the North, and we didn't get a chance to get it done. So all that other stuff is history. Had a chance to do it. We didn't do it. We're disappointed, and we'll move on.
John, you guys come up with a huge stop at the end of the first half. Felt like it could really be a big swing around. Just for that, and then for the defense to come out and struggle the way that it did, how disappointing is that?
I think there were some certain plays in there that they made some really good plays, and we didn't do as well as we needed to do. We didn't get enough sacks. I think we had 1 sack, maybe 2 sacks. You want to get there and you want to get to them a little more. Hit a couple big passes on us, hit the seam route there in the second to last drive. That was a disappointing one. And then, you had a slip or whatever on the other one. That's tough, man. Don't expect those things to happen. Those are big plays. It's the chunk plays that have gotten us, and they came up again in this game, and it's really disappointing. It's not something that should happen as much as it did. I mean, they do have some chunk plays too in the back end, so it's football and it happens, but we don't want that to happen.
John, I know it just happened, but are you feeling like you want another shot with these guys?
Yeah, I love these guys. I love these guys.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Lamar, what's kind of the emotions when a season ends that way?
You know what's the emotion, Jameson? We did all that, man, to come up short, bro, Devastating, furious, all type of, I don't know. I'm everywhere with it right now.
Lamar, when you take the field for that final drive, I mean, how confident were you at that point that you were going to get in position in field goal range?
Extremely confident. I told my guys, let's be legendary. Let's put the drive together, 55 seconds. We practiced this, 55 seconds. 3 times out. I believe we had 3 times out. We had great field position, I believe, I felt like we had it. We was only down, 2? We would have won the game, and then we had that penalty, too. We were having a lot of penalties, they kept stopping drives, but I'm proud of my guys, you know, because we kept overcoming. You know, we kept overcoming adversity and situations like this, divisional game, it be like that sometimes. So, yeah.
How hard is it sometimes, you know, it gets left in the hands of the kicker, you know, you guys kept that on?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how many times it had to come down to it being a kicker, you know, to win the game for us. Probably years in the past, you know, I don't know.
Lamar,
Did you
obviously,
talk to Tyler Loop after the game?
Nah,
you don't talk to
nope, I didn't. I talked to him during the game because I kind of was livid at him for when he kicked the ball out of bounds. But I told him, I'm just hyped based on the emotions of the game right now. You know, I felt like it was gonna come down to him, winning the game for us at the end because just how the game was going. You know, he a rookie. You know, it's all good. You know, just leave it in the past now.
Lamar, on one of the drives, when you kind of scrambled up and took a hit, it looked like you kind of got in the face of one of the Steelers players. What happened to that interaction?
I just felt like he did something extra while I was on the ground. That's it. But
did that change anything about your approach to the game? Did you feel more aggressive after that? Or?
no, I was playing football.
Mark, just what's the feeling of, you guys have had a lot of games where either in the lead or you've had opportunities to win and, missed opportunities. Does this kind of, I guess, epitomize, the season in a way?
I guess so. If that's what you want to call it. I guess so. I don't know. I can't call it, man. I just came up short. We didn't want to. I felt like offense played great. Offense was playing great. Second half, fourth quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I just wish we scored more points.
Lamar, we're not sure when we're going to be able to talk to you next after this. This offseason, there's a lot of questions about your contract, your salary cap number. Do you feel you'll be back as the Ravens quarterback next season?
We just lost a game, a divisional game, a game to put us in the playoffs. I'm not even thinking about that right now, to be honest with you. I'm still caught up in what just happened, That's not my focus right now.
Are you just stunned? I mean, after you completed that last pass, it looked like this thing is. I mean, it's not over till it's over. But are you just still stunned right now?
Definitely stunned, man. Thought we had it in the bag. Man. I don't know what else we can do.
Lamar, do you think this team, I mean, obviously you guys struggled with all the stuff all year, but do you think this team, as it's currently constructed, had the ability to compete, but things have broken a little differently? I mean, do you have confidence in this core going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I always got confidence in my guys, all phases, we had our shots with those guys, they had their opportunities against us. It's football. Sometimes it'd be a little bit of back and forth, because just last week, we just playing lights out, It just happens. And like I said, it's a divisional game. We just played these guys like 5 times in 2 years. So it be like that sometimes.
Why do you think in the last 3 years it's been so hard to win in Pittsburgh?
I don't know. I feel like we had a game. Like, if you go back and watch all those games, it'd be close games. It don't be no, they just had the advantage or we had the advantage. It comes down to situations like this. 2-point conversion one year, field goal another year. And again, this year, we just got to find a way to get that win here.
Two more for Lamar.
What did you feel like this team's potential was if it got to the playoffs?
Just focus on the next opponent. I wasn't worried about anything, just focusing on winning. And we had to win here. We didn't, so.
Lamar, do you want? There's a lot of questions about Harbaugh's future as well. Do you want to see John remain the coach
My
next
bad.
year?
You asking me about next year, Jameson. Like, I'm so caught up in what just happened tonight. I can't focus on that right now. I just told you. Like, he asked me, "Are you stunned?" I'm stunned right now. I'm still trying to process what's going on. Like, I know we lost, but what the that's all.
All right, thank you, Lamar.
Appreciate y'all.
Roquan, obviously, big loss for the defense when Kyle Hamilton goes out in the second half. How hard was that to adjust, and how are you feeling about how the second half went for the defense?
Yeah, it's tough anytime when a leader and a great player like Kyle go down. goes down, but obviously it's the next man up business, in a sense. And like, just truth be told, like, played a great first half, but we didn't play good enough in the second half. And like, including myself, like, regardless of like the circumstances of things that's going on, like, you have to play if you're out there on the field, and you have to do your job. And like, we didn't do that. So I think that's what it boils down to. We didn't do our job with the individuals that was out there on the field, play in and play out, including myself.
I mean, obviously, you're going to say that because everybody's doing their job, but you lose a guy like Kyle from a coverage standpoint, and also what he does in terms of communicating. It had to just be a massive blow.
Yeah, like, it's definitely a blow. Like, anytime you lose, that's what I said. Like, anytime you lose such a great player and a great leader, a guy who communicates very well, very cerebral football player, and like a guy who, depends on for a lot of things. And like, but at the end of the day, when people go down and injuries are a part of the game, it's about the next man up. And the next man up, they're professionals as well. And just like I'm a professional, and your job as a professional is to do your job to the best of your ability. And like, where we can all depend on you to do your 111th. And I didn't do mine good enough tonight. I don't feel like anyone did, because we didn't get the job done.
Roquan, is it frustrating? I mean, kind of all season you guys were up and down. I mean, you start out bad and then things got better. I mean, is it just frustrating that you weren't able to sustain improvement, week after week?
Yeah, it's definitely very frustrating, because it's something, your livelihood is dependent upon that. And it's like, when you're doing things that's not having you progress in a game of football, I think it's just a reflection of like who we are. And like, we have to be better. Like, it's nothing else to be said besides we have to be better, play in and play out. Like, so we have to. This sucks. This moment sucks. Like, had the game right there in our grasp, and it slipped away. And it's a tough business. It's a very unforgiving game, and like, it's just what it is. You have to be in touch with reality, and this is our reality right now. And like, personally, I feel like we just didn't do enough. Just speaking more so on the defensive side of the ball, we didn't do enough to finish the game. And I think that's what it boils down to: doing your job over and over and over, and not getting complacent with the small things. And like, we did not do that. So it's about, this team won't be the same. Like, it won't be the same guys in the locker room anymore. So it's like something that we'll never truly get back. Like the 25 Ravens, like, we'll always remember this, but at the end of the day, it's a moment and it's a year that we'll never get back, and nor will it be the same guys in the locker room. So it's such a hard pill to swallow in this game of life as well, in the game of football. So it sucks when you just feel like you let each other down and not playing to your standard, and just knowing the potential, but potential don't mean anything, because it's potential, and like, it's not out there. So we didn't do enough, and I just make no bone about it. Like, we have to be better for whoever's coming back, and like, including myself. So yeah.
Roquan, you just said the potential. I mean, did you feel that if you got over this hurdle, you guys still had the potential for greatness in the playoffs?
Absolutely. Like, I feel like I'm just being an internal, like, optimist in a sense, like, but it's just about the moment. So I can't answer the what if game. Like no one can really answer this. What if this happened? What if that happened? Like, so you can't really think like that. At the end of the day, if we didn't win this game, we had the game in our hands. We didn't win the game, and that's what it comes down to. And like, everybody, including myself, should just look themselves in the mirror and say, did I do my job to the best of my ability, play in and play out? And I didn't do mine to the best of my ability, regardless of the circumstances. And like, I'm sure others would say the same, because that's what it boils down to: doing your job to the best of your ability over and over, and that's what you get paid to do.
You've seen great performances from Lamar, obviously. How would you describe what he did tonight?
Oh yeah, I thought definitely offense played a great game, and well enough for us to win the ball game. And like, we didn't win the ball game. So at the end of the day, it's about winning the ball game, regardless of like all the other circumstances and whatnot. And like, yeah, got a great deal of respect for Lamar, who he is as a person, player, competitor. Like, so definitely not his fault. We didn't win this ball game by any means. So we have to do our job, and it just starts. Like, I can focus on the defensive side of the ball, and like we didn't do enough to get the dub, and those guys did. So just as much as it sucks, hats off to those guys.
Roquan, you've been here since 2022. You have just 2 playoff wins in that time here. Just how does that kind of make you feel? And I guess what can, how much of that, a lot of fans are blaming the coaching staff. I guess your just response to the state of things as they are right now.
Yeah, like, it's tough, man, because like there's so many players that go 14, 15 years, how many ever years they play in this game and never truly make it to the playoffs. So making it to the playoffs is a huge accomplishment within itself. But obviously the way this team is built and like the actual reality of it, and like the guys that we have, knowing that playoffs is not enough, and like I'm aware of that, and I'm sure anybody that's real with themselves is aware of that as well. And so it's not enough to get the job done. And yeah, I hear coach this, coach that, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, coach can be here and there, but it's the players that make the plays on the field and the players who go out there on the field. And like when I turn on the film, even play in and play out, like I felt like we was in really good calls, and it was about like the players actually executing the call and not getting lackadaisical, complacent. So I feel like that's something that we have to work on. I don't know what it is personally, like, but it's something. It's something where it's just like play in and play out. If your job is to do this, why can't you do this, play in and play out, including myself? So like I feel like that's something we have to do if we want to ever go and get over the hump. And I don't truly know what it is. Like, and I'm searching for those answers as well, where it's just like the mental intensity and like carrying that over, play in, play out, into the echo of the whistle, and just line up and doing it again, and like having that mindset, because we have to do that if we want to ever get somewhere. And like it sucks. Just finished year 8, so going into year 9 now, and like a couple playoff wins, but like that's not what you want. You sign up to go for the big boy, the Lombardi, and like that starts with winning the division, and like we haven't been good enough to do that. And we have, but we haven't played to our standard. Game in, game out, play in and play out. So I think it's just something that we all have to look ourselves in the mirror and like just be in touch with our reality and use this as motivation. And like you can't keep saying the same thing year in and year out. Oh, use this motivation for next year, because like next year is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So what are you gonna do with now? And who knows where everyone want to be next year? Like I don't know. Like no one knows. That's like the unknown, and that's just something you have to deal with in life. And I think we just have to all take it day by day and like just try to encourage each other and just be in touch with reality and just know who you are. And this is a game of football, and a lot of people's livelihoods depend on it, but it's not your entire life. But you also need to, when you're getting paid to do a job, you got to do your job to the best of your abilities. I'm sure you guys can attest to it, and anyone who works a job, and if they're doing it to the best of their ability, and know how much it sucks when you're not getting the results that you prepare for and that you put yourself in position for. So it just sucks. Like, I'm grateful for the year, a lot of lessons, learned a lot, met a lot of great people, and it's just something that I always remember. But it's also a sore spot where you just, it's reality, and you have to swallow it, even if it's a tough pill. So that's where we're at, and you just got to take it day by day. But I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Roquan.